Welcome to the finale of Metal Solid Mobile, the boss fight versus the commander. First off, this is for Big Boss, the non-lethal version, but only for emulator. For the full version, some logic is different and it plays different, so there will be a separate video. In the beginning, skip the cutscene, go to the top right corner and shoot the commander twice. Go in the center and grab here some resources. Then switch to the chaff, and before the commander starts shooting, use the chaff. Having the chaff active here while he is shooting actually causes him to overheat his gun way faster. In emulator here, he will walk immediately to the center, so while he's moving, shoot him twice. Before he turns around, pop another chaff so we will be ready for the next phase of the fight. This cutscene here cannot be skipped, so don't worry about it. And make sure that you are here in the center. The guard to the left will not shoot right away, so don't worry about it. Skip the codec, wait for him to come forward and use auto aim just to shoot him. Then go into first person and aim at the guard now on the top left. Meanwhile, your chaff should slowly be crept up, so you can either replenish it here or wait, because usually at this point the commander will overheat his gun again, and once the cutscene plays out, you're good to go. You can just shoot him once more. Grab the resources that are here and position yourself back in the front right corner. Don't worry, the commander will not shoot you. Wait before his overheating basically goes away to pop another chaff, switch to the M9, and there's another cutscene playing. He will not attack you right away, he will instead attack this box in the corner, which will be also very important for us now. Instead of attacking us, we will move left now, and there's enough time to just use the auto aim once more to shoot him. I even missed once, yeah, that's fine, don't worry. Go back again, use a chaff just to have it replenished now, and then immediately hide. I was a little bit too slow, so I'm getting damaged here, but that's fine. I saved up enough health, so getting shot a little bit is no problem. Just stand up here behind this box and make sure that the guard is not standing up. Usually he either is up already or just is standing up here, so I just had enough time. If the commander dealing with his overheating and the guard down, we just grab more resources in the center again, and this should be enough for the rest of the fight. Before he's done with overheating, pop another chaff. Commander will walk to the right and get ready to shoot him again with the M9 in your hand. Even if he's now vulnerable, we need to wait because it will constantly shoot us. This is why we have the chaff active. Now we shoot in before he even is done with overheating. Shoot his pal to the top left and use another chaff because the commander will walk to the right again. And as you can see, we have a very quick chance now to follow up with him, because usually his iframes are active for way longer, but because we basically shot him before he overheated, and now he overheated again, he immediately comes back out of his iframes, which is super useful for us. We're just getting ready here to use another chaff just before the overheating is done, and hide behind this box again. This is basically our safe spot. If you're not sure if you're perfectly aligned, I always go a little bit to the left. As soon as I see Snake leaning, I know I am in the right position. This time you can see the guard on top is shooting us, and I sadly missed my timing here, and that's when I died. But so far, this is how we usually do the commander fight. At this point, it's just looping over it again. So actually using the staff is a great excuse to just do the fight again, to explain it again. The beginning is always the same. So start it again. Skip the cutscene, go to the top right and shoot him twice. You can always only shoot the commander twice before he enters his iframe. We always wait here in the center behind this box and use a chaff when he starts shooting. Switch to the M9. And there we go. Now he walks forward, go first person, shoot in again, and basically wait in the center. Every time a cutscene is being played, all the material respawns. So make sure to grab them before a cutscene plays to make sure that you have enough to finish the fight. Once again, we're waiting here for the cutscene to play out. Don't worry about that guard to the left. Skip the codec and then go forward. You can also alternatively try to shoot the commander in first person earlier. It really does not make a difference. And I missed actually the guard here, so that's fine. He overheats his gun. Now we can shoot it again. 1, 2. And this is basically the key thing. Try to shoot the commander as often as possible, if you can even before he overheats. But if you want to be really safe from the commander, wait until he overheats. Then you can definitely attack him. Going back here, he's doing the next cutscene again, which is where you shoot the box. And from that point on, there will be no more cutscenes. So this is your last chance to get all your resources back. Though in this situation, the way I play it, I never grab resources now. I always play with what I have for the moment. But as you can see here, just as proof of concept, you can actually go down there and grab enough, if you have enough health. I would recommend though waiting until he's actually fully overheated. As you can see now, there's no chaff active, so we need to wait a little bit longer. Now that he's overheated, we can shoot in again. Stand up behind the box and make sure to shoot the other guy as well. Alternatively, I will also show you a way, if this situation arises, where you can use your auto aim. This is more important, of course, for mobile phone play instead of emulator, where it's way more tricky to use the first person aiming. In any case, this metal box is your best friend for this fight. So make sure you never leave it. It's really your lifesaver. There we go. He's now back again, moving to the left. Your friend will be up again. And I know that's... yeah, he shoot me here. So this is too tricky for me to attack him again. I'm waiting for him to overheat, walk left, and this is the corner where you stand, where you automatically can shoot that guy on top. You do not need to manually aim in FPV. Basically, on the left side between the two textures, that's where automatically Snake will aim up to the guard on top. Very useful, especially when you play on the phone. And now basically it's just repeat until you're almost done with the fight. For the final part, I usually do something different than waiting here behind this box, because there's still the box in the center to the left that's open here. So I'm going here, shooting in, and he's almost done overheating, so that's great for us. And thankfully I have enough health saved here, so he shots just for a moment. We can snap out around that corner and immediately start shooting. We're a little bit further away from the top guard, and this is why we had the possibility here to do so. But yeah, this is like the basics of the commander fight. Sometimes there are things that are different, but this is usually what usually happens. Mash circle until you see the message after simulation end. The IGT runs as long as the credits are not rolling. So this error message, you need to skip it and then save your IGT. And this is how you do the commander on Big Boss. I will show you one more different variation, just to make sure that you get the basics. It's really a little bit dependent on your interpretation of what's happening in front of you. So as a third example here, once again, we're going through the commander fight, non-lethal for Big Boss. Skip the cutscene and then walk to the top right, shoot the commander twice, get him into his iframes, grab the resources in the center here, go behind this left side box. Grab your chaff, so you get ready to pop the chaff when he attacks you to force him into having even more iframes. And notice how few health I have left here, or how little health. It's really not much, so I definitely have to play it safe. Any double attack from the guard or the commander will kill me, so this has to be done now without taking any damage, or else I'm dead. This is definitely still doable. Maybe you lose a little bit of time. But once again, this is an example fight. There's really like small elements, small tricks and manipulation that you can do in order to change the fight towards your advantage. See, this time I turned left first before going FPV to be a little bit more leaning towards the guard. And it is possible before he overheats here to shoot him once more, as I did here. It's very tight timing, but it is possible. And if I shoot him a second time, it actually counts. And it gets him just one more shot closer into iframes, and hopefully also one more shot closer to getting the fight done faster. So there's very, very tight windows where you can do this. Nevertheless, if you get an early shot or not, the fight will still play out the same. Once again, we're waiting here for this cutscene to end. He's shooting the box. And now we can directly attack him again because he wants to position himself first before he attacks us, so we got all the time in the world. I'm again not listening to my own advice and getting damaged here, as we can see. And yeah, it's getting close. I was not too far off, I think because we were just turning down on the box as the commander shooting us. We just got away with it, so now I probably don't have any chance anymore for the commander to shoot us. This time I made sure that the guard on top is down first. It doesn't matter too much actually. If he's in his overheated state, you can also ignore him for a moment. Always make sure, especially when your health is low, take out the guard first. That one is super annoying. Alternatively, you could have also used, of course, the walk forward method where I've shown you from the, I guess, gray part and the blue part on the left side, where you can always just auto-aim with the guard. There you go. This is our chance now. He's not overheated yet, but he's walking left and gives us a window to attack him. And this is super tight once again, so I want to make sure that I'm actually hiding behind the box before getting shot. I'm ignoring that there's no chef active because he's always so close already to overheating. And now I can just shoot him again. Have another chef active. And sometimes you can even have both in the same frame to make sure that they're not attacking at the same time. So again, this is what I mean with being on your toes, reacting to what is happening in front of you. I see now both are actually active, both the commander and the guard. So now I definitely have to make sure that both of them don't shoot me and I don't die. I'm basically just waiting for the commander now to overheat. And I actually got shot here way too early. This is super close now. I should have not survived this. But again, as I've shown you, if you walk in between these two textures, you auto-aim just on the guard. And now we just have 2 more shots that we need to put on the commander. This is very risky, I know that. Probably shouldn't do this too much, but just to show that it is possible, you can just lean against the box here, wait. The guard on top is of course asleep, doesn't matter too much. And now I'm just waiting for commander to give me a window of opportunity. Now he's walking, and I can just attack him like this in first person. And that's the fight. Once again, for the last time, remember to keep mashing circle as soon as simulation end begins, because there's this error message that still counts as IGT. Throughout this entire thing, IGT continues. So once we get to the credits, that's when IGT stops. RTA timing ends when simulation end is visible on the window. And that has been Metal Gear Solid MOBA for the Big Boss category. I hope you liked it. I hope you can start learning the speedrun now. My name is Hostes, and of course check out Metal Gear Speedrunners for this game and any other in the series if you want to learn how to speedrun it. Have fun!